Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to kind of take you guys along with my completed lid here that I cut off. I went ahead and I numbered them 1, 2, 3, all the way to 8, just to see the order that I cut them in, to see kind of the progression that I found. This one here, you can probably see that was the one I showed you earlier that I had cut, and you see there were some problems there where the plastic kind of broke. So 1, 2, and then 3 I did that way, where I was just kind of cutting all at once, and it ended up cracking here in some weird spots there, right there and right there. So I went ahead and tried to come up with a different method when I cut the hole number 4, where I tried to score the top layer first, and then went back and cleaned up what didn't get scored all the way through. I went ahead and put a piece of cardboard underneath here, and that really seemed to help keep my blade from going into my desk keyboard table there. But it didn't that didn't solve all my problems. I don't know if I'll be able to have this show up on camera here, but what ended up happening is a couple times I ended up scoring, like here, I scored here, because the razor blade just kind of lost traction and just right across the top. So this was, I think this is a lot less damage though, compared to this, where I actually have it ripped all the way through. You can see on the back side here that it rips all the way through, whereas it's this hole here, and here's the score, so it should be right here. My finger is, whereas you can see there's no score through all the way there. So I think that the scoring the top first and then going back and kind of cleaning it up, that seemed to be the best way that I found to do it. It might not be the best way to do it, but that was the best way I found to do it. So I'll just put this together here for us. Pick you guys up for a second. So this is the tote, in case you didn't see the other video. It's weather resistant, crack resistant, and everything. So hopefully this will end up being a good tote. This is just one that I happened to go down to Lowe's and find. I was excited when I did find it, because it's I don't know if you guys saw, it's 10 gallons, but it's deeper than some of the other 10-gallon clear ones that I've seen, you know, like for storing shoes and stuff. So it's deeper that way, but it's not, sorry for the horrible camera angles there, guys. It's deeper that way, but it's still fairly compressed, width and lengthwise, however you want to say it, but the depth is still pretty good for what I think it should be like. I could be wrong. Could have the worst box for this. That's a possibility. But I have all my little holes cut out here. So there I have it. My little box is ready to receive its little transplants. I did wash up. I ran out of Hydroton the other day that was washed. So I pulled this from my bag. So I do have fresh Hydroton that's been washed. This is obviously not going to fill up 8 net cups. Probably four maybe, because of the Rockwell cubes. These are 3-inch net pots, not 2 or 4. These happen to be 3-inch net pots. So this will get me a little bit, but I'm going to have to end up, hopefully, my goal is hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to put the Hydroton some in here, then put the Rockwell cube in, and then finish it off with a real thin layer of smaller Hydroton there, and then, you know, add my nutrients and be done. I'm estimating, hopefully, actually I guess I haven't done that calculation. I was hoping to get at least 7 gallons in here. I'm not entirely sure how it's all going to work out. one of the issues, of course, is that it's a 10-gallon tote, but I'm really not sure where the quote-unquote full, oops, sorry, hit a button there on my camera. I'm not exactly sure where the full line would be. I would assume it would be somewhere, up here, below the top, of course, but, above, obviously, this line here. I don't know if this is a halfway marker, so then we go up to about here. I don't know where the full line is. What I was going to do is I was going to make 2 5-gallon buckets of nutrients, pour 1 5-gallon in, and then have 1 5-gallon where I would use it to fill up to where the net pots would be. I guess is probably about there, because there's about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch drop on the lid there. So I'm guessing it will probably be around here, which I'm hoping will be 6 gallons-ish, 7 gallons hopefully. It'd be great if it was 8 gallons, but I don't know that that's going to be the case there. Just because when you look at the lid, here's the top. So if the top of this box here was 10 gallons, then this would be 10 gallons. I'm assuming that they would not consider this to be the 10-gallon mark, at the very top of this, since the lid does go down a little bit. I'm hoping that they are measuring the 10-gallon mark kind of from this level, which is, like 3/4 of an inch down, something. Yeah, hard to tell. You guys can't really see. So, but there's a bit of a drop there. Obviously the camera is up high, so it's obviously not a 2-inch drop. But anyways, it's hard to say. But I guess you could kind of see this way, maybe about 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch drop. So that would be where I would assume the 10-gallon. 10-gallon. This should be about around, here somewhere, 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch. And then I would probably try to end up going down 2 inches from that, to where, and fill up to that line, essentially. It's about 3 inches to about 2 3/4 of an inch, would be about where I would be assuming, that it should be about. So, sorry, I'm rambling. So I'll just go ahead and, hopefully when I get all this done and, I can get to everything, maybe I can take you guys along for the transplant. I don't know how much of it I'm going to film, but I'm going to try to film as much of it as I can. So that's pretty basically, I think that's going to be pretty much it, for this, until I can get my, lettuce into it. So, my front porch, has like an overhang a little bit, so this is hopefully going to go, under the overhang, so that way it's sheltered from rain, because we get pretty bad rainstorms, and with this being slanted down, I could see this box filling up with water pretty quick. We can get an inch or 2 in an afternoon sometimes, and in the summertime I just have daily storms. So I mean, to have this not covered is just really not an option, just from a nutrient standpoint. It's just got to, it would just get diluted too much. Now my hope is that, the overhang's it's not big, it's probably like 4 by 4 probably. So I'm hoping that this would be under the overhang enough to where the rain won't just fall down and fill it up. I'm probably going to have to keep an eye on it, and remove cups of water from it. If the rain is blowing in from the side or something, I'm assuming that water will get in here. But I'm hoping that the 4x4 will be small enough to where it doesn't really, it doesn't really affect the sun as much. I'm hoping that the sun will be able to hit it, for enough hours of the day to be able to grow my lettuce, and have it thrive and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and end this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.